Hello everyone, welcome back to this video. In today's lesson we are going to learn more about HTML. And in today's topic we cover this topic, HTML element and attribute. We're gonna learn about that. The first one, we're gonna take a look in element, and the element that we are going to learn, or I'll give you the example. There are H1, P, and BR. And we're going to learn about element and attribute as well. And we'll use the element of EMG, and we'll use some attribute like size, the source, and we're going to create a tooltip by using attribute title in some element. Inside an element, we're gonna use that. Okay, so take a look on this tutorial. We already create a HTML script, and this is a script, and this is what we got from the browser. And today, let's just delete that. We're gonna do all the script inside the body. Okay, load a page, and we got nothing now. So the first one is H1 element. So in HTML, we know some H1, H2, H3, and we have H6. Okay, of course H4 and H5 as well. Okay. Let's type something. This is H1. Okay, I love to paste it here. Alright. Save and reload the page. Now we have this. Okay. This is H1, sorry. This is H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So what we can find from here? Okay, H stand for heading or header. H1 meaning it's the highest number, the larger font text for a header, which is why when I use syntax, when I use element H1 and element H2, the H1 will be bigger compared to H2. This is why we have H1, H2, H4, H3, H5, H6. Why do we need this? This element is used when you have multiple you have header and subheader. For example, you have a block with topic, let's say pad. Okay, and then you want to talk more about an example of a pet, which is cat, for example. Okay, and then you want to talk more deeper about a cat. You took an example, let's say Persian cat, for the page and more. That's why we need H1, H2, H3, etc. Okay, that's an example for element H, H1, H2, H3, and H6. Okay, I'm gonna delete some of it so we can take a look for another example. Okay, save that, roll the page, and this is what we got. H1 pad. Okay, now we're going to take a look on example number 2. I mean the second element, which is P. Okay, so just write P. By the way, if you use Visual Studio Code, when you create an HTML syntax or HTML element, you just need to type it directly. You don't have to give this less than sign. You just need, for example, if you want to type P, you just type P and then press enter. Now you have syntax P, the close syntax, the open syntax, and the close syntax. That simple. Okay, now we're gonna write something here. So this is a description about pet. Save that and reload the page. This is an example how to use P. P stands for paragraph. We will use this pretty much when we do blogging. P. There are so many P. Paragraph. Okay, and then we're heading to the next example, to the next element, which is BR. So let's write BR. But BR, usually we use it inside a P, a paragraph. So for example, this is the description about pet. Let's say I want to talk about Persian cat. One of the most beautiful pet is Persian cat. So I press return, I press enter in it, and I save this, and let's take a look what we have from the browser. Now we can see that this is the description about pet. Here I press enter, but here we don't see any new line. So basically, if you are doing programming, I mean you are creating an HTML script, HTML syntax, when you press enter you can have as many answers that you can do, but when you load the page, it doesn't matter how many new line you make, the browser will just render no new line because it has their own. Okay, let's take a look. Save it and load the page, and let's see the page source of this page. So just press Control U to view the source code of the page. Control U, and this is what we got. Okay, this is what we have. We have several new line. But the browser doesn't show it, doesn't render it, because we have an element to make a new line, which is BR. Okay, which is BR. Just type BR. You can just type BR like this, BR, and then press enter. Save that and reload the page. Now we have a new line. Okay, so what if I want to create new line, more new line? Just double that BR and reload the page. Now you have another new line. Let's take a look on the code. So it has BR, just like what we have from the text editor. Okay, but when the browser render it, it will create a new line. That's how we use the BR. Alright, we have reached all this element. Now we're going to learn about element and attribute. We have a new stuff here. We have a new thing here, which is attribute. So what is attribute? We're gonna create an example so you will learn about attribute. But before that, we'll use that attribute inside an element. So let's create a new element, which is img. So just type img, press enter, delete that. Okay, this is the syntax. This img element, reload the page, and we'll see nothing. Okay, img stand for image. And oh, I forgot to tell you about this BR. BR stand for break, which is a new line. In AMG, we can show an image by using IMG syntax or element. To do so, we need a help from an attribute, which is src, which is src stand for source. And now we have created an attribute, an HTML attribute, which is source. Okay, source. Now we can put link of an image here. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's search for an image. Let's say elephant. Image of an elephant. Okay. Alright, we'll take that. Okay, right click, copy image location, and close it. Now we're gonna put, okay, let's try the link first. Okay, I paste that and enter. This is the image that we'll put in our browser, in our HTML attribute. Okay, close that and paste that link that we already copy here. So save and reload the page. This is what we get. This is what we have now. We have a new image. Okay, this is the H1. This is the paragraph, and inside paragraph we put a new line, two break here. Okay, and it's the image of an elephant. Okay, now we have another attribute. So if you're saying the elephant like this, it's pretty hard to see the head of elephant because you need to scroll to the right. But I don't want to do that. I want to show all the image in this size. In order to do so, in order to do that, in order to do that, we need to add a new attribute, which is height and width, but we just use width at the moment. So in order to set a width in this image, you just need to write to add a new attribute width. Press enter, and you need to put the number of the width that you want to set for the image. For example, I want to set the width of the image as 100 pixel. Save and reload the page. Now we have image with 100 pixel in width. Okay, so why the height follow? It's automatically the browser will keep the ratio, so the image will be fine, will be still good. So the height will follow. But in case we want to make the height a little bit higher, we can set it manually. So just paste here and create a new attribute, height. Press enter, and let's say I want to set the height as 200 pixel. Oh, so you don't have to put this here. Semicolon, don't need it here. Another page. Now you have this weird picture of elephant. So you want to make it cool again. We need to change the width. Let's say the width 200. Okay, now reload the page. Okay, height should be about 100, let's say. Reload the page, and the image is awesome again. So this is the attribute. This is the HTML element, and so that's how you use attribute in an HTML element. Now in the last part of this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to create a tooltip. So when I put my mouse in here, it will show a bit information about pad. Okay, so let's just create that. So inside in H1, we can create a new attribute, which is title. And then let's say I will give an definition. What is pad? Okay, pad material. Okay, I just created by myself then. Pad is something that you love. Okay, now let's reload the page and had your mouse close to pad. See, pad is something that you love. That's a tooltip. This is very cool. This is very cool, by the way. Pad is something that you love. This is description about pad. Let's create a title inside inside the image of elephant. So let's put title here. Okay, and then we name the image. We will give a tooltip for the image. This is an image of an elephant. African elephant. Okay, save that and roll the page. Head a mouse to the pad. It will show tooltips, and there's no tooltip here. But when we put our cursor, our mouse here, we will see this is an image of an African elephant. So that's how you create a tooltip in HTML. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I think this will be enough for this topic at the moment. We will create more video in the future. Don't forget to subscribe this channel, and don't forget to invite your people to join our Facebook channel. And of course, you can ask anything in this video. You can ask anything as well in the Facebook channel. Alright, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video, and see you again in another video tutorial in programming, of course. Bye bye.